Okay, so I got the royal chest on. I could take it off, lose 50 armor, gain 4% crit chance, crit damage, and damage return. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. Oh, gosh. I didn't even realize we're nearsighted. I'm gonna grab those two. Do I up my gold gain? Maybe. What else could I invest in? Unfortunately, we're gonna take just a shit ton of damage. Plus gear is only good on higher pieces of gear. Knight and squire stuff will always be trash. Yeah, I figured as much. So, I guess all things considered, crit up might not be a bad idea. Crit ups or HP? We'll get 2 of those. 3 of those. Okay. Yeah, but money, though. Alright, this blows. I didn't notice we were a nearsighted, or a farsighted wizard. Well, that's fine. I'm just gonna chuck him into the hardest part of the game. We'll just figure it out. I don't know where this goes. This is probably the wrong area. Do you need to or want to do push-ups? Nope, I've done all my push-ups at this point. Because, yeah, I've done, what, 70 push-ups today? I don't really want to do more. At least not immediately. That blur effect is bothersome. Yeah. I don't really like it. Which is why I'm down here. Instead of actually trying to, instead of, like, farming money or anything. I mean, to some degree, like, getting better at the dungeon is probably a good idea anyway. But, yeah, that blur effect is just not the worst. But it's pretty bad. Ow. Alright. Well, we're doing kind of okay. Turns out scythes are a bit of a necessity around here. The fire is nice. But the scythes actually let me stay way the heck away from everything. I don't think I have enough dashes and charges. Why are you blurry? I forgot my glasses. I think you can actually get glasses that fix your problems, but you have to find it. Man. Alright. There we go. I'm trying to be careful. This isn't so bad now. I just have to be very careful. Because everything is spooky. it didn't work. Yeah, you have to do like a circle there, but you have to... It's a very precise circle, and if you don't do it... Ugh. Let's just wait here for a little bit. Yeah, glasses from shrines. Which also lets you gamble. Gambling here would be kind of interesting. Okay, there we go. Ow. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Everything about you sucks. There we go. Okay, that hurt more than I wanted it to. But we're fine. Okay. Missed those spikes. That could have gone badly. And I could use Karen's Oval. Or, either Karen's Oval or the... What was I even going to say? Hedgehog's Curse again. Obviously, Hedgehog's Curse would get me killed real quick. But that's okay. I'm gonna get myself killed with that. Whoa! Okay. It's an absolute spook show of a flying spike ball. Speaking of spook shows, this looks messy. No, that's dwarf. Okay, where are we going? Oh, shit. I'm in the wrong side of the castle entirely. Let's see. You talking about glasses? People in chat are mildly talking about glasses. I've been wearing glasses since, what, 4th grade? I was really jealous of my little brother. He got glasses first. And I thought they looked really cool on him. And so I wanted glasses for myself. Okay, that was a bit spooky. Let's see. That's not going to be able to hit him, is it? Freaking skeleton just hanging out down here being like, eh, I'm gonna get you with my bones. There we go. But yeah, I was super jealous of him for some weird reason. Because I think on some base level, I just assumed... I think it was one of those where I was the first child, I was the elder brother, and so I always did everything first. I was the experimental son. Which I think is usually how it goes with kids. Your first kid is kind of your science experiment, and then the second kid is where you don't screw up as much. I don't think my parents really screwed up too much with me, but there was very rarely anything that my brother would do that I wouldn't do first, at least until he grew older and so on and so forth. I finally getting tested for glasses is fun. It's like, oh, these things aren't meant to be blurry. Yeah, except for, like, I think my eyesight was actually fine. There were 2 horses stuck over there. Like, I think my eyesight was actually, like, kind of acceptable. I really wish the fire from these slimes was not the same general graphic as the fire from my own flames. Hi. Everything around here got kind of bad. Anywho, so yeah, my brother was the first one of the two of us to get glasses. And that was actually really off-putting for me. Because I didn't have to be first in everything. Just because that was silly. But I was jealous. I think it was one of the first times I was, like, truly immediately jealous of my brother in that situation. And so I wanted glasses myself. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a separate story we can talk about in a second. Okay. But yeah, so I was jealous of my brother. I wanted glasses. So I had my regularly scheduled eye doctor's appointment. And I lied through my teeth to try and get glasses. And eye doctor realized I was kind of botching the whole thing. And was like, I don't think he needs glasses. And then, like, I don't know, something about, like, a year later really, like, messed up my vision. I'm not really sure of the root cause. All I know is, like, a year later, we went back in, and it was just like, oh yeah, no, he needs glasses. And then I just had glasses. And I didn't have to be jealous of my brother anymore. And I think my brother still has worse vision than I do. Like, every once in a while, it's kind of tempting for me to, like, maybe look into, corrective surgery so that, you know, I don't have to wear glasses all the time. But I just don't think I want to deal with it. It's easier for me to just have glasses. Especially because, like, I know I'm genetically predisposed to getting considerably worse vision as I get older as well. I don't know what those horses were doing. They were just doing things. Oh, I was hoping that would break. There we go. I'm doing slightly better. I'm at least not getting completely smacked by the boss. Okay, or not the boss, this is zone. Which, speaking of, we found the boss. Do we want to just push it? Yeah, sure, let's go with this. Being jealous of somebody else's health problems. I was an elementary schooler. Like, gosh, I sent this character down into the dungeon so he'd die, and I'm kicking ass. We gotta wait for me to get a little bit of HP back, though. So, bear with me for a bit. Because I don't want to do the boss on anything less than full. Luckily, this is all easy peasy business. Let's see. And yes, I'm aware the statues at teleport points give extra stuff. I'm just not immediately braining because, yeah, then I would have immediately just beeline to all of the other teleport points and yoinked the food out of all of those. I guess I usually think I'm going to save those for when I'm in trouble, as opposed to, like, now, when it would just make my life easier. Elixir Syndrome. I suffer from it daily. Gosh, I really want to play more Final Fantasy. I'm pretty cool with the fact that Final Fantasy VII's remake is, like, going to be in multiple parts, considering how freaking huge they are. My big beef with it is I just want to play more of it now! And yes, I could do, like, the hard mode or some other things, but I think I might just have to sit down and actually start playing one of the other Final Fantasies in the meantime. And we're full up. Okay. Mad dash back, mad dash back. Okay, so, got it. And we get some max mana. Hell yeah. So, play the OG Steam port. I could. The only problem is that would require reading, which would be the one unfortunate part of it. But yeah, I've considered playing Final Fantasy VII, like the original one. Then there's, like, all of the other ones. I don't really know. But I think I would just put them in the oldie but goodie bag. Because I would like to maybe start that series, and it would be kind of a fun thing. Do found upgrades persist between lives? They do. It's quite nice. It's a little overpowered, but it's quite nice. Okay. I don't remember this boss. Is this the Infinite Slime? It is the Infinite Slime. The Crystal Chronicles remake is due to come out soon, and I'm looking forward to that. Oh boy. I wasn't expecting that. So what just happened? I killed him off camera, except for the like one little bit that managed to make it to the bottom. Whoo! The finite slime. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, I was just sitting there just chucking these up into the corner because I knew I had knockback, so I figured like I was bound to hit him, and eventually he would split up into a bunch of different parts, at which point, you know, I'd fight those, because that's how you normally do it. Except for I just gibbed him apparently off camera that the scythes were sufficient to just demolish everything. Turns out knockback on a wizard is actually really strong. But, sure. Man, I remember struggling in this game. I just was not nearly enough of a wizard the first couple times I ever played this. There we go. Okay, go for the final boss. I'll go for him in a little bit. I want to be wealthy. Mainly I wanted this. Karen's Obel. Oh. I'm also level 220. I should probably double check how wealthy I was when I played this with my little brother. I'm pretty sure we were lower level than this. Yeah. I was spending too much time grinding. This is kind of the perfect game for me to just, like, load up and play and talk about a thing. This and, like, Binding of Isaac are the best two examples I can think of, where it's a game that I have enough of a mastery over that, like, I have zero need to focus on what I'm doing, apart from, you know, a few moments. And thank you for the clips, guys. Because I absolutely will start using them if we get more clips. I'll make videos. Okay, let's go fight the final boss. Why not? Should probably get a little bit of mana back. Maybe. Now we end up with a dozen clips of the same scene. True. That's just... whatever. Get a little bit of mana back. Get a bit more mana back. I don't think we actually need this much mana for the final fight, but you never know. Okay, let's go. Grab the food. We're all good. But is this the tutorial level all over again? I think it is. Down attack this. That's amazing. Man, I wish there were this many of these. Journal entry 25. Today marks the rest of eternity. I never knew what treasure lay inside the castle, just that it would cure the king of his illness. Who would have known it would have been the Fountain of Youth, a myth which grants one eternal life. As I look down on the body of the king, I realize it's inevitable. Children will always answer for their father's sins. I entered this castle as a swordsman, a savior, but all I have left is a rogue's legacy. I can feel your anger. But no, it is not I who sent your family to ruin. The moment the king set foot within this castle, the royal coffers were emptied by Karen. My family, all families, had lost all hope for a better life. And in my mind's eye, I foresaw only desperation and poverty ravage the country. There was nothing for me to go back to. To my children, and my children's children, here I sit, impassive, immortal, and await thee. Why do you wish to fight me? How many sons and daughters have been lost in your pathetic attempts at revenge? It was the king who brought ruin to your country, not I. He lied to us, and said he was wounded, yet it was only time that threatened him. He pitted his children against one another, sacrificed everything to satisfy his own selfish desires, and in the end left us penniless and alone. So I took the only option left to me. I rejected king and country. I chose a new family instead. Did you? Dang it. I was really hoping I could. Ah, got me. Okay, so I can't immediately just fight him. Okay, yeah, I can't immediately just face tank him. Yet. I may not be able to face tank him yet, but we will get there. Okay, so what do I got? I got one of them. Wait, maybe I'll do that. Jacking in. Oh, that's funny. I never noticed that. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, good. We can skip that whole business. Okay. Oh, gosh, that lasts for a while. There we go, got him. That was easy, and we can actually see what we're doing this time around. You think you have slain me. I have lived for over 1,000 years, and I will live for 10,000 more. Alexander Kidir Ponce de Leon. I was not the first hero to reach the fountain, but I will be the last. Oh, right. I forgot we actually have to fight the fountain. Okay. Well, he's actually easier because he's bigger. Oh. You have defeated me. But at what price? I may have slain the king, but only after he betrayed his people. Ask yourself what justice has been met. In the end, we are all guilty of the same sin. Look to your forefathers. Such is the cost for unquestioned loyalty. Ah, the sun. I'd forgotten how it feels. The fountain has been slain by Sir Judson. Parting words. And he had killed the king. And we get a shit ton of money. Holy shit, that's a shit ton of money. Awesome. Now what? We just done? Cool. Only killed 4 McRibs. A couple of Barathan Hellfists. Oh. The fountain is relatable as hell. I haven't felt the sun. I guess we actually went out grocery shopping a week ago, so I did see the sun then. I do miss the sun as well. I almost wish I lived in a more remote part of the country so I could justify going outside more, but I live in a really densely packed neighborhood comparatively, and so it's not great. Zombie Zomboner. Zombishnu. I didn't realize there were different types of mimics. Speaking of, I actually haven't killed the regular mimic. Humorously enough. I wasn't expecting that. I only killed one sniper. We really didn't spend any time in the dungeon, which I think is a bit of an issue with this game's difficulty curve. At least for like new players. There's definitely this feeling where you spend a lot of time grinding the first 2 levels over and over again because everything is too hard. And then you hit a certain critical mass where you're just OP and then you can just wreck everything non-stop. And that includes the bosses. And so you don't actually spend a whole lot of time in the dungeon. Especially because, like, I would say the areas are often harder than the bosses themselves. I'm curious how they're going to change this for Rogue Legacy 2. And I'm seriously looking forward to it. I didn't realize there were different types of spikes. Huh. I killed, like, no ninjos and no ninjopos or whatever they're called. Weird. Herodotus. I didn't really see you die. Wait, seriously? With the tower guards, too? Huh. There's going to be a Rogue Legacy 2? Oh, hell yeah. There's absolutely going to be a Rogue Legacy 2. That's part of the reason why I was, Wait, you can kill the wall turrets and spike traps? You can't. Can you? But yeah, Rogue Legacy 2 is coming out at some point. I don't know when. But they announced recently that it's either in development or it's coming soon. So I don't entirely know how that's gonna go. The traps were taking damage from the damage return. Oh, interesting. This game was awesome when it came out. It was absolutely amazing. I loved this game when I played it years ago, and I'm very glad that we came back just because, like, it holds up. It holds up incredibly well. I think a lot of indie games will always be like that. Like, I'm going to come back to this game in about 10 years again. And it's still going to be just as good. Unless, of course, Rogue Legacy 2 is amazing. At which point, maybe not. Maybe I'll just come back to, Maybe I'll just come back and play Rogue Legacy 2 instead. Took me 13 hours. It was our goofy-ass family. They should all be wizards. What are you doing?